Hey friends, this is Angela from Art of Creation Homestead. And as you can tell, we're in the kitchen again. And today, I thought this was gonna be my last zucchini. So I thought we'll end it with a bang. This is gonna be my last zucchini recipe of the year. We'll end it with a bang. Then I went to pick the zucchini and realized that there were 2 more female buds that will be blooming probably today or tomorrow. So it may not be the end of the zucchini recipes for this year. But either way, we're gonna do a big bang today. We're making chocolate chip zucchini bars. Can't wait for this. These are gonna be so delicious. Okay. So the first thing you need to do, you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or the Celsius equivalent thereof. Then you need to get a 13x9 baking dish. And as you can see, I lined mine with foil. You can line it with parchment paper or foil. You just want to line it because the lining, you want to make sure that it's over the edges of your pan because it will work as a sling to help you get the bars out. So you can pull out the whole pan of bars and slice them when they're cool. You can cut them in squares then. So much easier than trying to cut them in squares in your pan. It just works much better, trust me. So now, let's get started with this. Oh, you will need to also spray that pan. Even if it's lined, you still will need to spray it with a little bit of cooking spray, or you can brush it with melted butter, or however you like to grease a pan. So, in this bowl, we have 3/4 of a cup of packed light brown sugar. And we have 2 eggs. In here, we have 1 stick, which is a 1/2 cup of butter that we have melted. Now you want to melt it and you want to sit it to the side and let it cool for about 5 minutes or so. Because if you don't and it's still hot, it will melt your brown sugar and it will make your bars kind of greasy. So you want to pour that in. Now you want to add in a good 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Maybe a little more. You know, you guys know me. I don't measure vanilla. So you want to mix that in. You want to mix that together really good. If you have to take out a whisk to get it all mixed in together, go ahead and do it. Usually a wooden spoon will work just fine, or like I'm using a silicone spatula. Usually that'll work just fine. Break up any lumps that were in your brown sugar. Now, to this, we are going to go ahead and add in our zucchini. Now, I have grated this zucchini. You want 2 cups of grated zucchini. Now, my little tip of the day is I always grate my zucchini on a double thick layer of paper towel. Because as you're grating, it's absorbing that too much moisture. So it's absorbing it already. So you're not having to stand there and squeeze it out. Because see, now when you're done, you fold the paper towel over it, push down, and you've got perfectly dried zucchini. Pretty good tip, huh? So now we're gonna take that 2 cups of grated zucchini and we're gonna toss it right into that mixture. There we go. Now, just toss it right in to that mixture. If you are making these and you're trying to get your picky kids to eat zucchini, You may want to go ahead and peel that zucchini so that they can't see the green skin. They'll never know it's in there if they don't see that green. So now, in this bowl, we have 1 3/4 cup of flour. We have 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. We have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we have 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. That cinnamon is going to give just a little wink toward zucchini bread. So that it's kind of a mix. But also, cinnamon and chocolate are just amazing together. If you've never tried it, you need to. So we're going to dump all this in. And we're going to start folding it in. Don't be real rough with it. You don't want to develop the gluten, so don't be real rough with it. You just want to gently fold. See? And when you get to this stage where, see, it's partially mixed in. You're starting to see signs of it mixing in, but it's not fully mixed in. You want to take your chocolate chips. You can use semi-sweet or you can use milk. Milk chocolate chips go really well in here. I will tell you that. So that's what I'm using today. I'm using an 11.5 ounce bag of milk chocolate chips. And the reason you want to stir them in now when the flour isn't fully incorporated is it will keep your chocolate chips from sinking to the bottom, because it will coat those chocolate chips with that remaining flour, and it will keep them from sinking to the bottom of your beautiful zucchini chocolate chip bars, or chocolate chip zucchini bars, whichever you want to call them. I bounce back and forth all the time between calling them one thing and calling them another. But as you can see, it is a very pretty batter. It is a very pretty batter. Now, just that quick, it's ready to go into the pan. This is a winner. So now we pull our lined and sprayed pan over here, and you want to dump all of your batter. Don't miss any of it. You want to dump all your batter into your pan. And you can smell that little bit of cinnamon in there. The cinnamon with the chocolate is just going to be to die for. It really is. If you've never had Mexican hot chocolate, then what are you waiting for? But it has that little hint of cinnamon that just makes it something so special. Trust me, cinnamon and chocolate, it's just a match made in heaven. So now, you want to spread it out in a nice even layer in your pan. Now, you want to put this in the oven, and we will bake it until it starts to turn golden brown on top and around the edges. So now we're going to put this in the oven. I'll show you what they look like when they get done. Okay, they're out of the oven. As you can see, they're nice and golden brown around the edges. And they smell divine. They smell so delicious. They baked for about 30 to 35 minutes. If you test them with a toothpick, you don't want the toothpick to come out clean. You want them to have moist crumbs on it. If it comes out clean, it's probably leaning toward it's perfectly baked then. But by the time you carry over cook, it may get a little overbaked. So you want moist crumbs on your toothpick if you test it that way. Now, you want to let these cool completely before you pull them out of the pan and slice them. You want them completely cooled. We'll be back at dessert time and let Jason taste these for you.
Okay, now Angela's done her job. She's made this. She's over there. Her job's done, right? So I've got the heavy task of eating this and telling if it's any good or not. It's so difficult. I got such a rough life. Wow, it's wonderful. I could talk, but my mouth is full. And those are amazing, absolutely amazing. It's soft and chewy, moist. Angela K, you did a darn good job. Very, very flavorful, outstanding. You don't think, oh, another way to use zucchini that doesn't have to be bread. Shocker. But this is delicious. It's really, really creative. Good job, Angela. She did a good job, like always, as if you ever doubted her. But so anyway, thanks for watching. Hey, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're gonna get more of these types of videos: canning, cooking, you know, how to use what you harvest out of your garden, and just all this kind of stuff. The way we try to live our life the best we can. And so we thank you guys for watching so much. My name is Jason. The genius behind the camera over there is Angela K. We love you guys so much. God bless you and goodbye.